The meta is full of annoying stage 2 evolution decks. Despite the influx of megas, Suicune Greninja is still king, while Mega Blaziken is also cringe. Rare Candy is one of the most played cards in all of Pokemon Pocket, and today we're gonna absolutely deny it. Today's deck says no to items. We combine VIKAVOLT with Chingling in a deck that shuts down our opponent's ability to play Rare Candy throughout the entire game. We lead off with Chingling to begin jingling, as we then evolve into VIKAVOLT and beat Connect to keep the chains locked in. Not all decks feature Rare Candy though. Some function just fine without it, but they mostly rely on EX threats, which is why we're on a full set of Oricorio to deny them. This deck is actually amazing. As close to a full-on control deck as a Pokemon Pocket list is going to get. VIKAVOLT will make it so that running stage 2 evolutions is something our opponents will immediately come to regret. What Pokemon should be the ground next? Leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's free. Free is good. Have us all day. Enjoy the games. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Here we go. Let's deny them all the items. As we got water and that nice Chingling lead. I'm going to go ahead and keep the Oricorio in hand. They may attack my hand, but I want nothing to stop me from... Because basically a Repel or a Sabrina turn 1 could slow down my Oricorio setup, which is actually really important. Okay. So Suicune Greninja. And we, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna deny them the ability to play items. Completely deny. Let's drop that Oricorio there. As we jingly noise. Powerful setup right here. If they have red card, they can play. They have Pokeball, they can play. They haven't played a single... No, they played one Pokeball. Never mind. But the fact that we don't have to worry about getting red carded is really, really nice. Let's see where they place their energy. Because if they place their energy on the Froakie in the back... then we deny them. What if I drop? They have like 6 cards in hand. So I think it's better to just copycat them here. Because I could find my own red card and deny them the ability to evolve Greninja quickly. I want to hit them again. I could have sent in the Oricorio to start attacking this Suicune and threatening it. But I really want to send in VIKAVOLT instead. Because a second copycat should get me there to evolve into VIKAVOLT and keep denying them the Greninja. Just a rare candy. Just a rare candy. There we go. Easy. Easy peasy. As we have the Cyrus to target that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are missing the other, so we're gonna go for the Pokeball here. And we are gonna attack with our Beat Connect! And the plan, ladies and gentlemen, is to Cyrus them for the win with our Oricorio. for a clean victory here. That's not enough. We hit you super effectively. A giant cape would suck, but they don't got it. They don't got it, and we just completely deny them. Again and again, we deny them. And we may as well red card them. Place the energy here. Red card you. That is brutal. And still shut them down, baby. Absolutely shut them down. English. Dominated. I think it's safe to assume that the Suicune Greninja matchup is easy. We never let them like evolve into Greninja. Never. And that one copy of Cyrus is all we need. The Chingling enabled it earlier. Oh my god. This is disgusting and I love it. Minute do. Get the frog. Drag it. And zap it. Destroyed. Absolutely dominated. Oh my god. Oh, this is a gem. This, oh my god, this deck is a... I don't know how hidden it is, but oh my god, that was crazy. Absolutely, we just gave them no chance. Unless they played Mars instead of red card, they probably had red card in hand. They probably had rare candy. I mean, they definitely had rare candy Greninja, and they just could. Oh my god! And that not only played into preventing them from pinging us, but also leaving the Froakie that like the 10 damage from Chingling. Oof! Oh man, this is a cook. Round 2 against Santa Claus, the man himself, and we got that lead. And again, we don't want them to deny it. Now, against Mega Altaria, our ability to deny them Mercandy is not really relevant. It's more about denying the Pokeballs, but because we're going second, we do have Oricorio, though. I repeat, we do have Oricorio. I could red card them to really, because if they, okay, so if they had, I mean, they haven't played Professor's Research yet, though. If we red card them, though, because they haven't played a single Pokeball, there's a good chance that they draw into it, but they also, so they don't have, yeah, I think I'm actually going to red card them here. Because even though they haven't played Professor's Research, they have not played Pokeball either, so there's a good chance that I make them draw it here. And now it's a brick. Reshuffling their hand, you know, just... The odds are pretty solid that they draw into a Pokeball and they can't play it. Even if they find the research. Okay, so that Jirachi can target my Chingling in the bench. That Jirachi can target my Chingling anywhere, right? Knocking this Swablu out, I think it's worth. They can bring in Jirachi and hit my Chingling, but if I knock out the Jirachi in one hit, then their ability to hit us with Mega Altaria, it's still like the problem is not solved, right? But they could also have regular Altaria as the problem. That's what I'm worried about, regular Altaria, but they need to find it now. There's the Mega. We can't play items this turn, which is kind of annoying. It's actually definitely annoying. But we just zap you. Because they already evolved into Mega Altaria. That means they can't really, they can't evolve into the regular one. And because they can't evolve into the regular one, how do you deal with this? Because Santa Claus, Jirachi ain't it. I'm afraid Jirachi is not it. And you can't afford to Chingling me anymore. No, this is checkmate. This is checkmate. You can't do anything here. You can stall. You can run, but you can't hide. Like you've clogged yourself up. Like the moment you put that second Jirachi on the board, like you're telling me that you have nothing. They're probably waiting for a giant cape. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. But we have time. We have time to deal with them because now we can Pokeball and we have a pretty good chance of finding the basic that we need because we just need to enable VIKAVOLT because VIKAVOLT can one-shot Jirachi even with a giant cape. That's our game plan here. So we're gonna go for the Pokeball. That copycat is kind of useless. No, we just find another Oricorio, so never mind. We just stay in. And you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna zap him. We are gonna zap the hell out of them. And I just don't see them being able to handle this. Like they need to evolve into Mega, yeah. They need to evolve into regular Altaria. And that's the good thing. That's why Oricorio is very, very important in this shell because Mega Altaria is a thing and our item disruption does not really stop it. But Oricorio fills in that gap and allows that matchup to become quite easy, as you can see. So it really just patches the deck together. What a force. This deck is a force to be reckoned with. Round 3 against Hurley. As we run to water yet again, we got the Chingling lead and the Professor's Research to boot. With this kind of hand, we're just hoping for no turn 1 red card. Because I really like this opener. Having the rare candy VIKAVOLT already. Okay, so because we have Copycat, we're not gonna red card, obviously. We're just gonna deny them. They research, but if they got Pokeballs, you can't play them. Oh my god, this Copycat is absolutely disgusting. I think I'm gonna go double Chingling so that I have one less card to draw here and I enhance my chances of finding what I need. Which is Grubbin. We need Grubbin. And now we can red card them. I want to zap them quickly here. Maybe that wasn't necessary, but there's the Irida play. They find the Mantag, but after the red card, I don't have to worry for them being able to Retaliate that quickly. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna prevent them from rare candy. We're not gonna focus on denying the Pokeball. We're gonna focus on denying the rare candy. So we're gonna evolve into this. We're gonna research. Because why the hell not? I could have set up 2 of them, but you know, at this point, we just zap them again. And we just lock them out. We just completely deny them. We completely deny them the ability to do anything. Greninja is not happening. It ain't happening, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that double Froakie and nothing. They're gonna draw a lot. But it doesn't matter. It literally does not matter. And our entire lineup is non-EX Pokemon, so like we don't stutter to a Sabrina or a Repel. Like this is fine. We just give him a Chilling and we create the space anyways. And I don't know if Hurley realizes this. Oh, the plot thickens. Okay. Not sure what the boat is doing. Greninja allows you to... Greninja EX, sorry, allows you to switch freely. But I guess it's good for Suicune. We just don't care. We just send in this... We don't even overthink it. We send this immediately and we just deny them the ability to do anything. Literally anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think this Pokeball is dead, actually. They can't red card us, so let's just get it out of our hand. And we beat Connect! The fuck out of them. No, Hurley, you can't Greninja me, Hurley. You can't do it. All you can do is flop, Hurley. All you can do is flop desperately. I'm having so much fun. I don't know about them. Probably not. Probably not a lot of fun going on for them. You gotta pivot. Hurley, you gotta get the hell out of here. Yep. And I'm gonna build up another one. Just like that. They're a fighter. Oh, Sophocles. You know what? I'm gonna play it. You know why? Because of the intro. Because of the intro, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate power! Unparalleled disruption. This combination leads to mental destruction. Show me what you got, Hurley. They got all the pieces, but they can't use them. You can't use them. I know I'm being toxic, but I hate this deck. I think most of you watching have had your moments throughout the last 2 months running into this shit. It was everywhere. It was by far the best deck in the game, and this is long overdue. This is long overdue. VIKAVOLT used to be too slow to disrupt Rare Candy because it's a stage 2 evolution, but with the introduction of Chingling, now we have that early step that VIKAVOLT can follow up on. And that's exactly what this card needed. This is not only like a spicy brew, it's legit as hell. It's amazing. And I'm gonna keep on going with it. What do we got now? Hello, Chris. Okay, something different. We have a Oricorio lead. I'm gonna keep the other one in hand because this could be the Decidueye. No, never mind. Okay, we don't have to worry about Leafeon running right through us, but we can also expect some combination with an answer to Oricorio here. I didn't want to develop Oricorio because if it was Decidueye, they can evolve into regular Decidueye, and regular Decidueye can feed on my Oricorios for free points. Now we have Chingling, but I don't think this is the matchup, but like I'm not seeing anything with Rare Candy just yet, so I'm gonna go for the Pokeball here. I got the Grubbin, very nice. We go you into you. Setting up a wall here. We could drop the Chingling as well. Honestly, I'm gonna do that. I clog up my board, but that's fine. But I'm not gonna bring in Chingling here. I don't know how important it is for us to disrupt them. Like, until I see something. Double Oricorio allows us to withstand Leafeon. Oricorio is our answer for stage 1 evolution decks, essentially, more than anything. They develop regular Leafeon with a Leaf Cape, okay. Problem is, this Leafeon is just not very impressive. It is enough to 2 Akalas, though. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna Vice Grip. I'm gonna Vice Grip this, and then I'm gonna surprise them with the VIKAVOLT Sophocles combo. Oh yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing, and that may be it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for the intro, ladies and gentlemen. For the intro, be connect! And you're dead. I'm gonna try to not repeat myself with it. I just really like that meme. Okay, I just think I watch. I don't know where I watched that on YouTube. Like somebody was ripping on it. I just found it hilarious. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's like this video about this like Bitcoin scam essentially. I mean, you guys know all these like, I don't even know how you call them. Like all these, you know, fake coins. How many YouTubers and streamers and just other like known people have scammed their audience again and again with that shit, and they seem to like not. There seem to be like no real repercussions for it, you know. Like there's some big names out there that have like, it's proven that they've scammed their audiences. You know, like Ice Poseidon or Logan Paul and shit, and they just keep going and it's fine. It's just like I just think that's crazy. I just think like taking the people who watch you and just like deliberately fooling them, and it's essentially stealing them, right? Like stealing money from them, and then just going along like nothing happened. Like I don't know what kind of world we live in that goes by. I kind of drifted here. I don't know. So yeah, I like the meme. Okay, I like the be connect. That guy's a legend in every wrong way. Yeah, I'm just yapping. Let's keep going. Okay. Second against water once more. We got the Oricorio lead this time around, but we can just directly pivot into Chingling, who we have a pretty solid chance of finding, unless they disrupt our hand here. We would lose some momentum, but because we're going second, we can afford it, I believe. Especially because they've also been forced to lead off with Froakie. Yeah, we're definitely hunting for that. For the Chingling, for the Ching. With our double Pokeball. Hopefully we catch it. Okay, we don't catch it here. How about now? How about now we don't? So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop both of you. And then we're gonna copycat. We have 2 of them. This, you know, allows us to try to find it. There we go. Flop this. Oracle is going to be important to enable. Now we want to find the rare candy that we threw away earlier. We still have another copycat here, but I would like to keep this Cyrus. Like, honestly, could I just draw the rare candy? That would make my life easier. You're gonna flop me. If you flop me, you can't build up the Giratina. So think very carefully about it. Think very carefully about what you're doing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's go. Energy onto VIKAVOLT, and we're gonna continue to Jingli. No Greninja for you. I love that I'm running through Suicune Greninja so often. Like the stars have aligned today. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it, ladies and gentlemen. Because with Cyrus, I can deny them. Now the question here is, do I just knock you out and then, yeah, and I can just hunt that down with Cyrus instead. Because then I attack. As long as my VIKAVOLT is attacking, they can't evolve into Greninja, so they can't ping me. They have no other way to deal with that. I can combo that way. Yeah, we're doing that. That's the way. So we just go with this. We send you in. We let the Giratina hit us, and then what we do is we soft-lickase them back as we build up the Oricorio to finish. As long as they don't have like a random Rocky Helmet, which I've never seen Suicune Greninja run. They always prioritize Giant Cape instead. Our 140 HP stat is key here. Absolutely key. It is everything. Allowing us to survive that hit. Oh, that's beautiful. And we find another here, but we're gonna build up the Oricorio. We're gonna soft-lickase for that power. This one off of soft-lickase has been incredibly useful. And we smash them. We smash them to a point which even if they Irida, unless they Irida Giant Cape, they cannot put themselves outside Oricorio range. And they may have Rage Quit. No, they haven't. They just disconnected. That is gorgeous. I'm in love. Like, I don't know what more proof do you need that this deck just absolutely destroys. Okay, the plot could thicken here. The plot could indeed thicken. They have both. Ladies and gentlemen, they have both. But we have the Cyrus. I repeat, we have the Cyrus. We just basically need them to not take it from us. So we're gonna drop that second Chingling. In case they red card us. I mean, the copycat is tempting. But it's a mistake, I think. Well, no, because no, it's not, because I can red card them. I can red card them, so it's not a mistake. And I can actually just rare candy here as well. I want to play out my card so that even if they do attack my hand, I have really strong odds of drawing into Cyrus. Yep. And I zap them. They did actually have the 2 cards. They had Giant Cape into Irida. Irida tends to be a one-off in this deck, and it definitely came clutch in for them. But now they're in a position where they have to pivot. You know, they do have the Suicune enabled at full force. They can evolve into Greninja and ping something in the bench. But they would need Rare Candy, Greninja, Cyrus. Very specific lineup of cards. And the other 3 have to be just that. Otherwise, like, they literally can't do anything this turn. No, yeah. I was vulnerable that turn because if they evolve into Greninja, that was a mistake. I should have kept the chart. I should have evolved into Chartabug. I misplayed. I could have choked there because if they did have that, I mean the odds are low, right? But if they did have Rare Candy, Greninja, Cyrus, I'm gonna explain. But before I'm gonna finish them. Yeah, I should have evolved into Chartabug. Big misplay by me there. Oh yeah, they just threw their phone out the window. Go back to France. So let me explain. If they do have Rare Candy, Greninja, Cyrus, they can actually... No, just Rare Candy Greninja, right? They just pivot into Greninja, they knock out my Oricorio, and then if they draw Cyrus the next turn, they can win. They can easily win because I do not have the energy to attack with VIKAVOLT right after. I could attack with a Chartabug, though. So very key misplay that if the stars aligned could have cost me the game there. I got a little bit too comfortable because they did get a kill prior. And unless I'm tripping mentally, no, they did get a kill, right? Like I dropped double. Yeah, of course they got a kill. Of course, they killed the other VIKAVOLT. So if they kill the Oricorio, because with the Greninja allows it to just run through the regular Greninja, then the next turn I'm extremely vulnerable. Like they have a Cyrus and I lose. So I kind of relied on the red card disrupting that a little bit too much. I put myself in a position to lose there. So the play was to evolve into Chartabug because I can attack with 1 energy, I can Cyrus, and that's enough to knock out the weakened Giratina in the back. So it's even when you win, it's important to go over the game, and you know, we could have choked there really hard, but we got that plow armor, so no need to worry. Never punished. Let's keep going. Will it be another Suicune Greninja? No, this time it's something different. Okay. We got the Oricorio. Pichu. Okay, so it must be Oricorio, Darkrai, Absol. I think this deck has fallen off a little bit. It was more popular at the beginning of the expansion. We don't care about Oricorio. We can run right through it, but the problem is we don't really disrupt them. So we are relying on Oricorio a lot ourselves. And the thing is, they can bring in their own Oricorio and they can hit us hard here. Yeah, this is problematic. This is problematic. We need to see how to approach this. I think we need to prioritize Professor's research before the Pokeball to find as many basics as we can. We get Chingling here. If we pivot into Chingling, like, we're in trouble. Yeah, this is a rough opener for us, for sure. This matchup, this actually may be a very bad matchup for us. Because the Oricorio being able to hit us here and then them being able to follow up with the Darkrai after is a big problem. Big problem. Interesting line of play here. They don't want the Oricorio damaged in any sort of way. And they actually want to enable the Darkrai instead. Oh, no, I would have... Okay, no, that makes sense. I kind of have to copycat here, unfortunately. Because I just don't like this hand. Okay, how do we approach this? This is a guaranteed bug. How do we approach this? Not sure. Getting the kill on this Pichu consumes my energy. I'm trying to use this Chingling as a bridge, but the reality is I need to deal with this Oricorio somehow. I'm just not in a good position here. Especially because this giant cape is really annoying. This giant cape is a big problem for me. Even if I manage to evolve into VIKAVOLT, which I have really good odds because of Copycat here, I just don't... I just don't have the means. I have to Copycat them here. I can't drop the Chingling because I actually need to try to... I need the space for a second Grubbin. I needed to evolve there. I can red card them, but it doesn't amount to anything. Like their board as it is now defeats me. Yeah, so we do have weaknesses. And this is just like everything about this deck is rough because their Oricorio, while we don't care about Oricorio per se, Oricorio combined with Darkrai kills our Oricorio. So our ability to counter the EX basic is essentially mitigated. And now, I mean, we have the Soflicky, so we have to try to do this. Which allows us to knock out the Oricorio. And then we send in the other Oricorio to try to wall the Darkrai, but we become vulnerable to Osiris. We become vulnerable to Osiris, and it's just and Sabrina. Like there's just no way out of this, unfortunately. And that's assuming that we top deck Rare Candy here, which is a 40% chance. Like, but we have to play for that. No, not even that. Not even that. They're gonna steal our Soflickies. Like, we can't. Like, I like to fight to the end, but this is definitely... we're shut down. We're completely shut down. I didn't want to give them the other Oricorio because this Oricorio, you know, it was vulnerable to Cyrus, but no matter how I approach it, they just send in Mega Absol. I mean, is there a universe in which... Nah, this is a lost game. I'm not gonna overextend this. Like, we can't win. Like, some of you may think, oh, you're giving up, but it's actually impossible. They've gotten 2 points on us already. They're gonna weaken that. Like, I can't even kill them fast enough to prevent them from drawing Cyrus, even if it's like the last card in their deck. And even that, like, they'd run Sabrina as well, so it's just maximum copium. So there it is a rough matchup. Like, there is a rough matchup right there, for sure. But I think that's fine. I mean, every deck has weaknesses, and I think most of our matchups are pretty damn covered. Salty run back. get some vengeance. I like that game. Electric, okay. We got the Chingling. Double Ching. I'm gonna drop Double Ching. This could be Jolteon. So we may require Oricorio. I just wasn't sure because a lot of times when you face electric, it actually could be something like Luxray, right? Which doesn't resort to electric types. So Oricorio is just kind of useless in that kind of matchup. But if it's Jolteon EX, which I haven't seen in a while, I think it really fell off. It was very hyped at the beginning. I hyped it a bit. I was never super hyped on it. Like, I made the deck and it was nice, but it did not feel incredible. That's an opener though. And they played all the items. So our Chinglings are kind of useless here. And so is our Copycat. Oh my god, this is depressing. This is actually depressing. What do we draw here? We're gonna have to... Hopefully this is a bug. A Grubbin. Let's drop both of these. Before we place our energy, let's play the Copycat and see if it's possible for us to evolve next turn. There's Cyrus and another one of these. So that means no. That means no, it isn't possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and develop the energy onto Oricorio, and I'm gonna Jingly. I don't think it's gonna do anything, but I'm gonna Jingly nonetheless. I'm putting that on Oricorio because if they have Jolteon, then I can send this in immediately and start dealing damage. Because with this kind of hand, like, Omega lol. I mean, we're both countering each other's Copycats. We are both succeeding at that. But I think placing the energy on Oricorio is key here. Yeah, they should have done it that way. Okay. I mean, there is VIKAVOLT. I kind of, if I send in Oricorio now, they can always evolve into Jolteon next turn and bring it in. Here's the problem, right? Here's the conundrum. If I place the energy on Oricorio, I can't expose my Oricorio like this. Like, I have to do this. No, why would they bring their... No, if they bring... No, yeah, we do this. Like, are we ever going to bring this instead? No, I'm going to do this. I'm actually gonna spread out because if the problem is if they bring in Jolteon and I place the energy on Oricorio, then they ping it and then they can bring in their Oricorio. Yeah, this is what I was fearing. This is what I was fearing indeed. But if I can pick up rare candy, no, that won't help. I can use Cyrus to prevent the damage from that. I hit you, Oricorio comes in. If I top deck rare candy, I can pivot into this. Yeah, so I have to now send you in. Why? Because I don't want to give them a kill, so I do this. Anything that can allow me avoid the pings from Jolteon. That's what I'm focusing on here. Because now if I can top deck rare candy, I'm playing for a rare candy top deck. Rare candy! Come on, come on. Come on, come on, Oak. Oak, Oak, we got the board and the card back, Oak. Yes! Yes, yes. And that way we navigate around Jolteon. That way, ladies and gentlemen, we navigate around Jolteon. We're not out of the woods yet. Because the problem is now if I place energy on... No, but I mean, no, it's attacks, right? Oh my god, they pivot out. Why would they pivot out? Oh, okay. Okay, oh! But they don't see this coming. They never saw. Motherfucking Soflick is the MVP! MVP! Oh! Be connect! Oh my god, that was a game. Oh, that was one hell of a game. Holy. Wow. God damn, that was insane. That was actually insane. Hopefully, let me we put the brain to work in that one. Because Jolteon made things really awkward. That was really fun. That was a challenge. Oh, the Sophocles as a one-off though. Oh my god, like the best card. The best card right there. They just did not see it coming. They just did not account for it, and you can't blame them. Like, when's the last time you played the VIKAVOLT and they get boosted by Sophocles? That's just not something you encounter regularly. Oh man, that was really cool. A matchup where like our item denial doesn't really accomplish anything, right? But that's where Oricorio and the likes of Sophocles comes in. Really clutch. I kind of want to end it there because that's a great final game. So I think that's proper. You know, we showcased the bad matchup, but and more than anything, we just showcased the deck dunking on Suicune Greninja. Like I love the fact that I queued into 3 Suicune Greninjas. The skies smile on me today. Oh man. Very, very fun deck, guys. Try it out. It's legit. It's definitely legit. Has some better matchups than others, but for the most part, it does really well. Like if you're running into a lot of like Mega Blaziken and Suicune Greninja, which are 2 of the most popular decks by far, this deck just completely shuts them down, and it's a beautiful thing to see. Really, really sick. This feels more like a control deck than anything else in Pokemon Pocket. It's just so much disruption and counter with Oricorio to like EX threats. Like it's this is a nice brew. Love you, have a so day. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. It helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I mean, I have to see if the deck works, but we have potentially a very, very even more spicy deck for tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you then.